Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Wednesday night. It is time for another episode of Guess That Key. We have a very special episode tonight. It's always special when these folks join us. So we will get to them in just one moment. So, as I said, it's Guess That Key. It is a special night because this is our OG night where we have basically all of our original Guess That Key, except for Kevin. Won't be here tonight, but we have just about all of our original people here tonight. It's always a special night. Let's get right to it and bring them in. Let's start off with my partner in crime. It is Mark. How you doing, Mark?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's okay. Emotional is good.
Then
It's good to be
then
emotional.
start school tomorrow. Like I was just telling y'all, that's really it's legit
Mm-hmm.
messing with me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah. Hey,
weird.
I get it.
I need a
Passage of
target to
time.
take out all my frustration on. Who do you
Well,
have
I
for
have
us?
two. I have two. Okay. Basically, we have one half of the Spectales podcast team. It is our good friend Jesus. What's going on, Jesus?
Oh,
What is going on? We're back. Super excited. We have Jake as a punching bag today.
I was
Not
about to
me,
say I
just
love
Jake.
Jesus. I'm not. I can't take it
And
out.
then we have the other half of the Spectale podcast. It is. Oh, you turned on now, Jake. Like-
There, there she is. The face I love to hate.
he was
We're
practicing
back,
the whole time
bitches. We
backstage.
are
Yeah.
back.
It is great to have the band back together again. Before we get started, make sure you are subscribed because you if you're not subscribed to my channel, you can't win later on. But make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you comment both either in the chat or if you're on the rewind, comment later on. We will be going to the chat for questions throughout the night. So make sure that you. Jake is traveling. I mean, Jake, he's just traveling from place to place. He's on a now he's in Jake's living room
Yeah.
by the piano. Um, so um, uh, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna actually go to the chat and see who's here first. We'll start with that. So as always, it is Las Cruces. How you doing? He started at 4:15 today. Then he came back at 8. Wasn't Then he said hooray. Then he came back at 8:41. So he is all over this. We appreciate you, Las Cruces, and the chat and the comments that you put in after every single episode. We appreciate that. So, Chris, the comic vet, let's go. Brian, LCS, is it guessing time? It is. And while I'm thinking of it, you only have 3 more days to put your nomination in for the Comic Book Community Awards. So go to cbcawards.org and you can enter in your nominations. They close after the 5th is the last day to do that. And then we'll have more information as to when the actual voting occurs. So don't forget to do that. We have Brother John. What's good, brothers and sisters? We appreciate you as well. Evil's Comics. Hey, everybody. Paul. Hey, Mark. Let's Chris. Loki. Hey guys, look, thank you very much for joining. We appreciate you very much. Um, Lady Fantastic, I am here to watch Genius in action. I think we may have gotten the wrong memo.
Wrong link. Yeah, you got the wrong link.
He's in the right room. He's here. We're here.
That's Thursdays.
See,
That's Thursdays. That's not today.
exactly. Yeah, it's only the four of us. Well, Darren, thanks for showing up. We appreciate you as well. Dale of Suspense Comics and Collectibles, who will be on our very next episode.
Oh,
Dale will
nice.
be on.
Nice.
TM Nerdy, who has been on many episodes with us as well. Hey, Paul, and I'm sure that he listed everybody as we go on. Let's see who else. Who am I missing here? Pops, we appreciate you as
How's it going?
well.
How's it going?
Let's see who else. Is the Inker on their third marriage? Very possibly. That could be. Um, Collecting with Durs, the man with the questions. Um, he is very fantastic. Wrong thread. Okay, I'll come back later. If you're looking for fun, this is the place to be. If you're looking for genius, we'll do our best, but there's no guarantees. Okay, so here's how it works. Basically, how it works is each of us have brought a key comic with us. And how do we know it's a key comic? Well, because it is in Key Collector. And why do we use Key Collector? I think John F. Kennedy said it best when he said, "Ask not what Key Collector can do for you, ask what you can do for Key Collector."
Yes.
Okay,
And here we
so that's why we use Key Collector. So it has to be in Key Collector. As long as it's in Key Collector, it is. What?
That
No,
was
you're all
Bobbert
wrong.
Kennedy
That was
who
John F.
said that,
Kennedy.
not Rob. John F. Kennedy had the country one. Bobbert said the other one, though.
Oh, Bobbert, yeah.
Oh, okay.
His
Bobbert.
little
Okay,
known
got it.
brother, the one that
Okay.
survived.
He didn't survive. Ted Kennedy survived. Robert
Bobbert?
Kennedy.
Bobbert?
Oh, Bobbert.
Bobbert,
Sorry,
maybe.
Bobbert.
Yeah,
Okay.
they get him and Robert confused often.
Why they would name two kids that? I have no idea. But
They weren't even twins.
They're Kennedys. They can do whatever they want. So, as long as it's in Key Collector, that's what I was saying. As long as it's in Key Collector, it's fair game. Interestingly enough, now, Key Collector, make sure you have the little slide thing over to Keys Only, because they have the little slide now where you can actually do it and you can pick up every single issue in the newest Key Collector. So make sure you have Keys Only.
Sure. Oh, you're telling me Spider-Boy 1's not a key? Oh, man.
We will ask questions. They have to be yes or no questions. That's the only law. It has to be yes or no questions. So you can't ask who wrote the book, but you can ask, did Denny O'Neil write the book? Because that is a yes or no question. We will each take turn asking questions. We'll ask approximately 10 to 30 questions, depending on how quickly we can get things done. We'll take questions from the chat as well, so make sure you put questions out there. When someone feels as though they know what the answer is, they will say, I am locked in. And then that person doesn't ask any more questions. We'll keep asking questions until everyone is locked in, or we just decide we don't know what your book is. And again, you can also guess in the chat as well. So one thing that will help you is this right here. We have our comic book ages. Golden Age, 1938, Action Comics #1 to 1955. Silver Age, Showcase #4, first appearance of Barry Allen, 1956 to 1969. Bronze Age, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, number 76, 1970 to 1985. Copper Age, the ending of Crisis on Infinite Earths to 1991, and the Modern Age, the founding of Image Comics in 1992. So that'll be at the ready if we need it at any point during the night. We will be doing a giveaway a little bit later on, and I'll show you what that is a little bit later on as well. So let me see if I just make sure I got to everybody that was in the chat. I'm pretty sure that I did. Yeah, OG panel is here. Yep. Which one are going to come into play? Exactly. Okay, I'm up to check it out. I love games.
Well,
All right,
brother
we love games.
checked out Peacemaker this week.
Yeah, exactly. I told you, didn't I tell you?
Yeah, brother John, you need to check out Peacemaker immediately.
Yes,
exactly. The new issue, the new book that came.
Yeah, it's very relevant to brother John and the way he lives his life.
Mm-hmm. Peacemaker tries hard. Okay, we will have Mark. We'll have you go first.
Ooh.
I'm guessing first, or I'm up on the block first.
You're on the block first.
Like Jenny, I got it. Let's do it.
And Jesus, you will ask the first question.
Okay. Is it a Bronze Age book?
Let me double check real quick and then being all serious. I wasn't prepared to go first. Let me pull up the book. No, sir, it is not.
Mr. Jake.
Right. Let's get this out of the way. Is it a DC book?
DC.
He's using my move. I invented that.
Yes. Yeah, trying to get it out of the way.
Okay. My question is real easy. Is the title of your book Love Everlasting?
No, it's not.
Okay. What did you say about DC? I was too busy planning my...
Yeah, it's a DC
Yes, it is.
key.
Yeah, but it's not bronze. Is it a Copper Age DC?
Let me check. Because I forgot that quick. Yeah, this is going to fall under the Copper Age of DC Comics.
And just to clarify, that's 1984 to 1992.
86 to 91, I believe.
86 to 91.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I was actually looking for a pen because in my new home, I literally, my drawers are empty. I have no pens.
Y'all don't
So,
believe in
sorry about
pens
that.
in your new home?
No. I just haven't unpacked them yet. They're still in a damn box. So.
Do you have any
uh,
regular boxes, or are they all cursed?
We got a few regular ones, but we try not to. We try not to put those out in the
Did you
open.
pay
for
extra
people
for
to
the
see.
curse?
He hasn't-
That's what I want to know.
He hasn't moved the pens yet. The pens are the last thing to move.
Who specifies like a pen box? I don't know where they are. They're probably in. I took
You
the
don't-
junk drawer and I
You
emptied
don't
it into a
specify a
junk
pin
box.
box? That's
I
the way
just
to move.
do a drawer, you know. you just-
Yeah, you
If,
keep pins
if
up.
you're like me, you're asking for a pen, but you probably have one in your pocket.
I don't have one in my pocket. I appreciate it.
Pockets?
Thanks, Jesus.
Pen.
What's
look,
that?
Here, get this pen right here. Use this one.
Have you checked your pockets?
Hey. I
Ackerman
did
says,
check my
checking
pockets.
the box marked P for pen.
Appreciate the help. I'll get right on that. I found a pen, guys. I'm good. I apologize.
There you go.
Shit.
So yes, we should congratulate Jake. For anyone on the panel who, Chad doesn't know, he's sitting in his new home. So congratulations on that.
My new office. Yeah, thank you very
Exactly.
much, Paul.
Yep. Your office is not quite as nice as Jesus's is, I got to say. His looks his looks pretty fancy.
He's
He's
just
down in my
downstairs.
living room. He couldn't use my office because I was using it. So
Jesus, I believe it is your.
Mark hasn't asked a question yet.
Hey, Sus, what are you selling tonight?
Oh man, I brought something very, very specific for you, but we'll leave that till later.
Awesome. I always look forward to buying the book you bring.
Is
It's a special price. That's for you. Mark.
Yeah.
is there,
And he worked with me on that first Zod. That was a great deal.
is there gold in the title?
Of my book or your book?
Your book.
Okay, back to my book. Like the color or the word?
Yes. The color.
Is there gold in the title, like the trade dress? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
There is not. No. Yeah, that was a very difficult question to answer, honestly.
See, what Jesus do is with the book that he brought, he can then go on his website and he can put a little flash on there that says, "As seen on Guess That Key," and raise the price a little bit.
A little bit.
Raise the
I jack
overall
it up by
value.
like 20%. I mean, this is a piece of history.
There you go. There you go.
All right, gold. No.
Jake.
Let's.
I'm
See.
used to people asking if there's red on the cover, not gold. I was not prepared for that.
I'm waiting for the comments to ask that one. That's usually a freebie. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's like the free square on the bingo card there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Here's a good one though. Is it a teen book? Teen.
Ooh, that's actually a good question.
I
This
thought
would not qualify as a teen book.
I thought we outlawed that question in episode 3. I don't know.
He did say teen, not TM, right?
I said teen.
Correct.
I was trying to shake it up since we always.
Yeah,
used to say
that's
TM.
fair. That's fair. Definitely not a teen book. It's not the one
We're-
teen.
But there's a lot of teen superheroes in the 80s, late 80s. A lot of teen
Right.
superheroes in the late 80s.
And
Very popular.
Durs has been typing his team question since we started. He'll finish at any time now.
I want you right out from the
It'll be in the
piano
chat.
while I play you, Beckerman.
Um,
Dirty question.
Is this a first appearance?
This,
Ooh, good one.
let me check. This is a first appearance.
Ooh. Is it
People
a
comments wants to know
Batman?
if it's a bat title.
That's exactly okay. Good. I won't say anything.
You want me to give it to
You already officially asked your question.
You want me to give it to the chat,
Yeah.
Jesus?
Yeah, that's a chat one. Though I didn't say
All
that.
right.
That wasn't
This
what I was.
is
I was
not a Bat family book. a bat adjacent book or whatever you want to call it. It's not a bat
Okay.
title. No, we did not.
There says someone say team book, as in the first time a group of individuals who don't know each other now meet each other and decide to form a team. So that's his question.
No, no one said team book as in the first time a group of individuals who don't know each other now meet each other and decide to form a team. No one said that.
He's asking the question. I'm asking it for him.
Is it a Superman title?
This is not a Superman title.
Ooh,
Not a bat title. It's not a Superman title.
I'm closing in.
Yeah, you knocked 2 characters out of the vast DC universe so far.
Titles.
That's
Alpha
true.
48.
That's true,
Wasn't
yeah.
Alpha a Marvel comic? I think Alpha was a Marvel
Is that
comic.
the Seal issue?
Let's see here. Okay, is it a first appearance? You said it was a first appearance earlier. Is it a
Yes, sir.
villain key? Is it a villain key?
Hmm.
You were right about Elf.
I would know.
You're a big Alf fan. Somebody said he's coming back.
He is. He's going to be on Ryan Reynolds' new channel.
He has his own channel?
Ryan Reynolds doesn't own enough of the world already. He owns a soccer team. He owns a mobile phone company.
He's
He
investing
owns
his
a
money
liquor
wisely.
thing, I think. Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
like
Aviator
that's standard
Gin.
for a celebrity.
He's got gin
Yeah.
too, right? Aviator gin.
It's very fashionable to own a liquor company nowadays.
Yeah, everyone has one. That's like
Okay.
your first step. Like, I'm an actor
Yeah.
now. I have to buy a liquor
So,
company. It is not a villain key.
right.
You asked at the first
Okay,
appearance.
so we
character
have-
no.
Not a villain key. So we have Dura's. Is it a team book? Did you answer if it was a team book?
I answered
So we'll
if
ask
someone
first question.
asked if it was a team book.
Okay. We're now going to ask the question.
Is it a team book? That's the question you're
Is it a
going to
team
ask?
book? Yeah.
No, it is
Yep.
not a team book.
Okay. Let's go with is it an ongoing?
It is not an ongoing by the definition that we've set forth
Okay.
for ongoing.
What's the definition for ongoing?
Ongoing.
Okay.
It
So
keeps going.
miniseries
Okay. An ongoing is basically something that was solicited as an ongoing title, regardless of how many issues it ran. If it was solicited as an ongoing title, then it is considered an ongoing. Other the things like miniseries, maxi series, annuals, king size specials, all those good things are not ongoings.
has
Joseph Michaels, thank you for joining us. It is not a modern title. We determined it was a copper title.
Ventures show what it do.
has the book or characters in this book been adapted to live action?
Yes. Because I don't think any of them haven't at this point.
Live action.
Oh, man. Okay. Zeroing in.
Mm-hmm.
Is the first appearance a female character?
Yes.
First appearance, not a villain, not an ongoing.
I will give you a
Copper.
hint. Just keep in mind how everything is a key to Key Collector.
Yes, that's true.
So it's actually not a key.
It is, but I'm just putting that out there because I feel like y'all are zeroing in on the like that. That's not the only key credit that this issue has attached to it. I had to look up if it was a hero or villain because I'm not even familiar with this character. Like I've heard the name, and hearing the name, it goes to a different thing even. But I pulled the book for the other key factor of it that I was thinking.
See, I thought that you looking it up if it was a villain or not was just kind of a bullshit because the way that we flipped through.
No, I legitimately had to Google the person and hit the DC databank just to see their status because I don't think that they were that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
Good to know. Thank you for the hint.
There's more than one key reason,
Yeah.
obviously, what you're saying. So
And the other key
Um,
reason is what it's more notably known for, which all of y'all will know it
is
for. Because I don't bring
is there
obscure stuff, you know what I mean?
What's that
is
supposed
there
to
a
mean?
death involved?
I try to bring stuff that like everyone in the chat and on the panel would have an opportunity to guess. There was not
It
a
is
death.
DC.
It's
Okay.
DC.
So
It's
what we've
Copper
done,
A.
so far, right? Go ahead.
So
You
it's DC.
know,
It's from 86 to 91. It has a first appearance of a female non-villain. It's
not a
not a
teen, not
Superman
Batman, not
title.
Superman,
It's not a Batman title. It's not a
not an
teen book. It's a
it's
teen
not an
book.
it's not an ongoing. So
There's no
Correct.
death. There's no death.
John, thanks for joining us.
What is going on, John?
No deaths. We said
What's
right.
up?
No, there's not a death key.
So John, I was wondering how have you been getting over the Hellfire Gala?
I really don't. Brother Johnson Mark doesn't bring obscure stuff. I really don't. I keep it like Marvel or DC, don't I? Oh, that's
You do.
true. I bring like free comic book day books though, but they're like
Yes.
major first appearances though.
Man, this one's got me kind of stumped.
Huntress isn't obscure.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Just ask Jeff Johns.
Mhm.
And ironically, the Huntress that I brought is the one that's front and center, like the OG Huntress. This is an issue number 1, Mr. Mike Beckerman.
Whose turn to ask a question? Or we're just asking at this point?
Rapid fire. Give it what you got. If you think of something, shoot off.
Is Alan Moore the writer?
Locked in. Locked in.
I'm gonna. It's obviously not, but I'm curious who the writer is now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it's not Alan Moore. No.
Okay.
What did you? How did you answer Beckerman? Did you say it was the first issue?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a issue number 1.
Okay.
John, about time that issue came out. I'm excited for what X-Men might have in store for us. Are there animals on the cover? I mean, technically, yes. I see an animal somewhere on the cover.
Well, you're locked in, Jake, right?
Until he's not.
I'm locked and loaded.
My man.
Okay.
I think he's got it. I mean, it's a pretty. Oh yeah, that's a good choice, kind of thing.
I got nothing.
I don't know. To me, it's mildly obscure, but like everything fits. Hell, even the later stuff you've been talking about with an animal on the cover, and shit. So.
But
If you go back to Durz's like one of his first questions, I wanted to answer it so bad. Let's see what Jake does with this.
Well, I'm already locked in, so I'm gonna have to.
Right,
you sure?
That's the one where you wanted to say yes?
No, this one. The answer to this question is yes.
I'm in. I did it. I did it, everybody. I did it.
Yes.
Look, I'll probably still get it wrong. Is there a new costume?
Is there
That's a good question.
Is there a new costume?
Yes.
I can't tell. You can see the fumes. Jesus is just pissed. I beat him to the punch. He's so mad right now. This is his
Y'all ready? They're stumped. Jake, what do you got?
I have Aquaman #1, published February 1986.
Boom, featuring the first appearance of Nuwata, but more known for being the first appearance of his new suit, which you can see him rocking in the promo images for the upcoming film later this year if it doesn't get pushed back. But I've always loved this suit. It's a really dope suit. I have one of the like older DC Multiverse figures of it. It's really cool 4-issue miniseries billed as a miniseries, but it was just a wild time for Aquaman.
I mean, it's a pretty dope cover.
Really?
That's a
It
pretty dope
is.
cover. I like the colors, the painting.
I
But
think what happened was they found that it was too difficult to draw that costume every time, and they dumped it.
Oh,
oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel that Jake must have paid Mark some money to get it. So
yeah. Mark, the payment's in the mail.
I appreciate it.
that's a dope one though, man. I like that cover.
It is.
Yeah.
The artwork is
I
great.
love that cover. Yeah, yeah. That was Neil Posner. Is that the guy who drew it? I think, right?
That's the writer. It looks like Craig Hamilton, but
Oh,
then again,
okay.
Pete
Craig
Collector
Hampton. Yeah,
could be wrong.
Never wrong. There's a better
that'd be
shot
good.
of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a great suit.
And hey Zeus, if you like it that much, man, I mean, I've got more I can trade for whatever you brought. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Just bringing spares.
We may do
Exactly.
one to one on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So before we go to the next one, so we have Jake and Jesus here, or do we? Are they scrolls? Who
Oh,
knows?
that's true.
Christ.
That's
Oh,
true.
Well, just so everybody knows, when we concept it, I don't know if anybody even is aware. We had some scroll hosts on our podcast, other individuals, while we were incapable of recording. We had some scroll hosts recording for us or on our behalf. And it timed out really well, like in the planning stage. Like, hey, this could line up to start when Secret Invasion starts and end when Secret Invasion ends. And we ended up, ending it. The last scroll episode was the last episode of Secret Invasion, and we were like, this could line up really well timing wise. And then the show was just the show, and we kind of wanted to distance ourselves from it a little bit.
I was about to say, I'm sure the podcast was 100 times better.
Oh,
Well, we are more like the comic book scrolls and the comic book version of Secret Invasion versus
There you go.
the adaptation on Disney Plus.
but we are the
Yeah.
real deal. We are the
That
real.
show really brought the community together. Marvel Disney is finally bringing the comic community back together. They all unanimously dislike what we're getting right now.
It doesn't. Yeah, I don't know anybody who is happy with it. I've yet to meet. There's mixed
I
reviews
know
on
plenty
some
of people
of them,
that
but Secret
started
Invasion-
optimistic about it, but by the end they're like, no.
Now,
Yeah.
I will say, episode, I think it was 2 and 3. I don't quote
Yeah.
me. I'm not entirely sure. There were like 2 okay episodes. Like, okay, this might work, and then it just didn't. In my opinion, it just
Agreed.
didn't work.
I
I think
bailed
it was-
after 3. I'm like, you had your opportunity to sell me, you didn't do it. Then I just watched the recap things, and I'm glad that I regret even wasting the time doing that. To be honest with you, it was like 3 minutes.
They really
of my
need to
life.
throw it out. They really actually hurt themselves more than help themselves, right? Like I feel like knowing individuals were scrolls, it hurt the legitimacy of the good stuff they actually did in the past, and that was what frustrated me the most. Was just making things feel less authentic, which I get. That's part of the point. They're probably trying to piss people off, but anyway, we don't need to go into that. Everybody hated it. Let's move on.
So can you give us any teases about what's coming up on Spectales?
Oh, Jesus, what are we allowed to say?
I don't know, man.
Whatever
I already
you
told
want.
you, I don't do good with teases, man. I like just telling everybody what we're working on and what we've been working on in the lab, and I want everybody to share in the excitement. But we got some really awesome things coming up in season 3. I'm really excited about it. But I'm not gonna say too much more because then I'll get in trouble.
I'll give a little tease. Just it is Spectales is coming back with Jake and Jesus in the month of August. We are coming back. We are gonna drop it like an album in the middle of the night. You guys were, we'll officially announce it. We're not gonna announce the actual date yet, but we are coming back this month, and we are gonna be back to every week doing an episode. And we are currently already working on new episodes. We are planning it out, and we're going to be a little bit more transparent with scheduling now as far as how we're going to be releasing episodes. And we're working on some really fun collaborations. We're working on a lot of really fun stuff that we will reveal soon, just not today. So
Cross-platforming.
Yes. Yep. Yep. And yeah, we're trying to do more of everything. So people have been very patient. We've been very grateful to the individuals who have tolerated the scrolls, which some of them, all of them, were in our eyes they were amazing. But of course, we certainly got some messages from listeners that were just like, "When are you guys coming back?" Though, which we appreciate.
Mhm.
And we'll be back this month.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You got these things called life too that you have to take care of too, right? So,
That's true. For about 2 months, I didn't even have a location to record in, so I would have been doing
mhm.
it on my phone. All
Yeah,
my stuff was in storage.
I had
So
about a month of that as well, where I was just trying to move and
Mhm.
get out of the old and into the new. So yeah, we it just so happened that we overlapped, which was kind of funny, but
we
also
both
set
moved
us
at
up.
the same time. Yeah,
You
Yeah,
say
timing
funny,
wise
we
worked out.
say obviously intentional.
yeah, yeah.
Well, when you move in together, you kind of have to move at the same time. So
Now
Yeah.
I'm fully convinced that's his downstairs.
you
So
guys aren't getting
for
an
those of
echo
you who
here, are
don't,
you?
for those of you who don't know, you can find Spectales on Apple, on Amazon, on iHeartRadio, anywhere you find podcasts, you can find Spectales. And you also have a couple episodes that are on YouTube as well, and we're going to continue to do those. Put those out
Yes,
there as well.
we're trying to get the backlog uploaded, and we are trying to start uploading new
Mhm.
episodes going forward. That's just a wrinkle that we're trying to work into our workflow going forward. Like I said,
Mhm.
so new episodes will be also released weekly on YouTube. It the video itself will not be of our faces
Right.
yet.
Mhm. They will be, they will be scrolls.
Man, down by the river.
You can always work it from down
I
by the
am
river.
so tired of
There you
living
go.
in a van down by the river. That's kind of what it felt like, Pops, honestly. All right.
All right, good. Well, great. We're looking forward to having you guys back. So,
Thank you
um,
very much, Paul.
Jesus, you will go. You will go next. I will guess. My first question is this book something that Mark would really like?
Hmm.
um, that is a great question. I don't know. I feel like this book is a very mainstream, likable book. So I'll put it like that.
I think
Okay.
that's his way of saying it's not a DC
Um,
book.
exactly. Yeah, I'm thinking. I think that is. Yeah. My real question is it a Marvel book?
Is it a Marvel book? Let me see. Can I do what? Let me do something different here.
You, you left it over on the piano.
Yeah, let me see. Man, I don't even read this. I read it back to front, front to back. Yes, it is a Marvel book.
I didn't know Marvel did manga.
Okay.
Marvel. Hmm. Is
That's that
this?
other publisher, Mark.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other books that might help me figure something out. Is this a Bronze Age book?
Bronze Age.
70 to 85.
Let me look this up real quick. Came out 70 to 85. No, it is not.
Okay.
It is not. Joseph wants to know. It has to be a key issue. So Joseph wants to know if it's a first appearance.
Yes.
So
Beckman
first
just added
appearance.
Spectales to his
Yeah.
podcast list. Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
First appearance, and it's not bronze. What did you ask him, Jake?
Not
I
Bronze,
have
but
not yet.
Marvel.
Hmm.
I was wondering, Jesus, is this a modern key?
Modern man, I did not think that was a question you were gonna ask me, man. You know what my fingers have been in lately, and you asked that key. I mean that question. Modern book. It is not a modern book.
No. Okay.
It's not a modern. It's not a bronze. Um, Beckman wants to know if it's a ongoing series.
Ongoing. Yes, it is ongoing.
Is it another Copper book?
Copper.
86 to
Copper
91.
was 86 to 91. No.
Jesus digging back.
Was that a yes?
We're looking
No.
at a Silver
No,
Age key
not
here.
that either. Wow.
Silver
No.
Age.
Is that your question?
I'm sorry. Silver Age.
Silver? Is it a silver? It is a
face,
silver
Mark.
age.
There you go.
Oh, the face. Is it a villain key?
Is it a villain key? Let me see. It has a villain first appearance on it.
So that's that would be a yes.
But
The villain.
That's not the reason why it's a key.
Oh,
Villain first appearance.
wait,
okay.
what? The villain
That's all
first
I'm-
appearance is not.
That's all
the
I'm
reason
giving
it's-
you, Jake. That's all I'm giving you, Jake.
This
Just like
seems
with
like
mine,
he's
there's a
searching
first appearance in there, but it's not the known key aspect
There
to
you,
it. I
exactly.
got you, Jesus.
Okay.
So I
Um,
apologize. Can I ask a clarifying question? Because you
No.
said it is a villain
No.
first appearance. You said villain first appearance.
No.
You said
I mean,
villain
yes.
first.
I did say that, yes.
Is that the same first appearance you were referring to earlier when the comments
It has multiple first appearances.
Thank you. That's the clarification I was looking for.
Ooh, Pops asked a very
That's a very
important question. Is
specific
there a
question.
Scion on the cover?
What is it? Is there a cyan on the cover? Like a car
Is there-
cyan?
Is there
Or
red
the-
on it?
It's yeah.
Cyan, yes. Yes, it is an issue 1.
It's an issue.
Someone wants to know if it's an
one.
issue 1. It is an issue 1.
Yes, it is an issue 1.
Wait, what did you say about ongoing? I totally forgot.
It is an ongoing. Yes. Ongoing.
It is an ongoing. It's an issue 1 that's an ongoing.
From the Silver Age.
Issue
You don't ask
1.
if it's
A
a book
Marvel
or not.
Silver Age issue 1. Wow. Man, is it a team book? In the words of Durs, is it a team book?
Team with an M.
Yes,
That would be
correct.
crazy. But no, it is not a team.
It would be crazy. I'm like, did he go back and get that one again?
Which one were you taking, Avengers or X-Men?
He's like, or Fantastic Four.
Or Fantastic Four. That one, I'm gonna get that
That's
one.
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he was like, he refuses to let it go. He went back and he got it somehow. Cyan is actually a color. Cyan is like a greenish blue type of a color, I believe.
Whose question is it?
I think it's Mark's.
Yes.
Is this a Hulk title? Is this the Hulk title?
It is not a Hulk title.
Did you say it was an issue 1 or a first issue?
Issue 1.
Okay.
Are you saying that this book has an issue, or there is like
I
an
mean-
issue with the book?
There's several issues with several books, including books like this one.
Cyan is also a character in Spawn. That is true.
Mhm.
Is there an animal on the cover?
Animal. Oh man, let me check this one. That's a good question. That's a great question.
Wait, why are you looking on your phone? Do you actually have this book?
I mean, I could have it. I don't know. Maybe.
Guess that key I have on my phone.
He's like, here's my book.
First
That's what I'm gonna
appearance of an NFT on the show.
No, there's no animal on the cover.
All right, good thing I didn't lock in. I was close.
I mean, that's a technicality.
What's a technicality? There either is or
Right.
is not an animal on the cover.
Is it's a villain. Is this a journey to mystery?
Journey to mystery. No, it's not. Because that
Are
would have
there
been.
are there two separate origins in this book? Not of the same character, but like when you're looking at the list of key factors, are there two credited origins in this book?
No.
Okay.
Beckerman wants to know if this book is from 1964.
It's very specific. Very specific. It is not from 1964.
I was about to lock in so fast.
Mark,
Becker has
what was your question, Mark?
If there was two origins credited to this issue, Silver Surfer 1 has two different origins.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking at the exact same one.
Yeah. You said no animals on the cover, so does that include like a picture of an animal? I know it's like that's kind of
that's
kind of
technicality. Yeah, that's a technicality. So there's a symbol of
locked
an
in.
animal.
Locked in.
You son of a bitch.
I'm so locked in.
Take it, Mark. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
You
got
already
it.
know it. Damn it.
Yeah, I get where you could say I might like it because this artist did a famous Hulk book. You want me to call it?
Yes.
I'm going with Nick Fury, Agent of Shield #1. That has it has the scorpion symbol on all the blocks.
Nope, not that
Okay.
one. Jake got it. Oh, Jake, that's the one you're gonna say?
We gotta go back.
Yeah, I'll show the cover.
Beckerman
that I
says
was
he's
talking
locked
about,
as well.
I went with that one.
That's the one I was looking at. Yeah. I thought that would be a good one. Since we're throwing out guesses, this is not all this won't be it, but I thought this could work as well. Ghost Rider #1, 1967.
No,
that's like a legit animal. That's not even
that is a legit animal.
Yes.
It's a whole ass horse.
But it is a ghost horse.
Oh, technicality.
And
Oh, there you go.
I know Jesus with these technicalities. He would tell me it's a ghost, not a horse.
Yeah.
Paul, you got any guess?
That's like saying Black Panther. I mean, he's kind of an animal. It's a panther, right?
Right.
That's fair.
Hey, Mark, was that a Steranko cover? I think.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. Nick Fury. Steranko did the first 6 covers.
All right. I think this son of a bitch is. Oh, you went real big tonight, didn't you? Wait. I got a question. Is the Fantastic Four on the cover?
That's a very specific question, but yes, that's
locked in. Oh, I'm locked all the way. And there's definitely an animal symbol on it too. Holy shit! You went big boy book today.
Wait, is he allowed to have 2 guesses, Paul? What's the ruling on that?
What's the ruling? Can we get a ruling in the chat?
Yeah,
on
get
this?
a ruling. I'll just DM Jake what I got.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that.
I missed him.
Are we
You want me to say what I'm guessing?
We're ready.
Hey, Beckerman, what did Beckerman have? Let Beckerman.
Yeah,
Beckerman
said
probably
locked
locked
in.
the same thing I did, but at this point, dude, it's Spider-Man 1. It's ASM 1.
War Tales #1. No, I'm just joking. All right, so
We can't see shit. Green screen. This is gonna be
let me change it, I guess, to my green screen.
Exactly, brother John. Exactly.
Rules.
Yeah, let's do that. Green screen.
Oh, the facade. Oh my god.
All right. So
Oh,
Wow.
Low grade, better than no grade.
It definitely doesn't have an animal on that
Absolutely.
cover.
Yeah, it doesn't have an. That's why it's a technicality. So this is my
Wow.
Amazing Spider-Man #1 that I got on my birthday from a gentleman in from Colorado. We met up in Dallas to get it. He's had it since 1988. This is how it's been since 1988. Apparently, some kid tried to put silly putty on it to get Spider-Man and kind of did this to it.
Yeah, you did good.
So I got this book. He gave me a ridiculous deal because I talked to him for like a month via email on Craigslist, trying to figure out if he was legitimate or not. And he was legitimate. He's a big time collector as well, but he doesn't collect Spider-Man. He collects I forgot what he collects. I think it was G.I. Joe or something like that. So
Nice.
he was willing to part with it as he's getting older. He has a family now. So I picked it up. I went in person, picked it up, shook his hand, took a picture. We told the story on I think it was our Patreon. So it hasn't been out there, and I hadn't brought it on here. So I wanted to show it to you guys and to the people in the chat that always join us. But I'm just really excited about this book. It's not Fantastic Four #1. It's not the greatest copy, but it is, ASM #1, first appearance of Chameleon, first appearance of J. Jonah Jameson, second appearance of the man himself, the Amazing Spider-Man.
So, someone once
there's
told
one
me.
question.
Someone's told me, speaking for the entire community, Jesus, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I know Jake has the question on the tip of his tongue, but I'll ask it for him. Is it White Pages?
This is actually, I don't even know the pages.
Yeah,
like
that's
I
no
haven't even
pages.
taken.
It's no
I haven't even taken it. I haven't even taken it out.
Probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean,
Yeah,
I haven't
exactly.
taken it out. It's still tagged.
You didn't even do a page count before you bought it?
No, he did. The guy did, and I trust the guy. But
yeah,
no,
I trust people on Craigslist too.
I mean, he flew in from Colorado to see me. So, but yeah, so this is it, man.
Nice.
This is a grill I picked up this year. Probably the only grill I'm gonna get this year.
Off white.
Yeah, maybe brittle. I mean,
way off white.
It has a hole going into the next one, but 2 holes.
Dude, that's all right. My whole
Yeah.
six has a hole on the cover like that.
So yeah, this is it, man.
Great.
This was mine. Jake, you didn't. I can't believe you didn't get it, man. But
Well, here's the thing. I
Are
knew
you
what
going-
it was the whole
are you gonna get it-
time. I was just trying to be nice to Mark and Paul.
That you're a sweetheart.
Are you
Yeah.
going to?
Well,
Are you planning to get it slabbed at some point, or are you just going to keep it in?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it slabbed. I plan on getting it slabbed here soon. Actually, I have a order that I'm gonna be sending to a presser. Man, I don't think there's a lot you could do with this book. Maybe on the
Yeah, I
back,
wouldn't
maybe
press it if I were you.
maybe clean it up or something. So I have
You ever
this
heard of,
book.
in all seriousness, man, you ever heard of Jerry the Jitterbug? If you haven't, you need to look him
I
up
was just
here on
going to say
YouTube.
that. Yeah.
He does like the most outrageous conservation and reconstruction of comic books you've ever seen. Literally taken whole Golden Age books that were ripped in half down the middle and reconnected them and got proper professional conservation grades done to their books and stuff. And his thing is he doesn't just do like open like restoration for anybody because it's like a hobby, but he likes the challenge. You know what I mean? He likes it. So it might be worth showing him and see what he thinks.
Yeah, this is definitely a challenge right here.
Man, that's like low bar for him in all sincerity.
So, well, I mean, I look at it, man. I definitely want to slab it. I want to conserve it. I don't want it to get any worse, and it's gonna be with me. It's gonna be part of my collection. I'm not selling it unless I can get it trade 1 for 1 for that Aquaman #1. I mean, that's still a possibility out there.
I'm my Aquaman. I thought you were bringing a DC book. I'm hanging on to the Aquaman.
So yeah, I'll be probably slabbing it here the next. I don't know. I want to say 2 to 3 months, somewhere around there.
Very cool. I'm excited to see what it comes back.
You should get Mark to slap it for you.
Whatever.
I've got a. I wonder if I have any in arm's reach. I don't think I have any in arm's reach. Yeah, I do. Like here's that Superman 419.
Nice.
It's your own little. Those are those comic skins.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can always do that if you're not looking. If you know it's not a I mean, it's inner well, outer well, and you just build up the label yourself. It has all the same credits it normally would, and I don't assign a number to it. I just do old school grading on them. I've got a few like that, just some stuff I didn't want to send off, but I wanted to be able to display it with my other slabs when I do. Like
Better
the
than
first
a
Alex
typical-
Ross that you
Yeah,
see.
I like that.
How much is that? Like that? Yeah.
This
How
thing
much
is like $15 for a slab.
okay.
It comes with a label, but you can just print out your own, and it's got like the QR code to my channel on the back and stuff. And yeah, they don't do like logos like that for DC
Yeah.
at CBC, so
Mm.
I just did it with some books that I thought would be fun.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a good book.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't flip them, so I mean it's just fun to play around with all the stuff that we have out there for us as collectors.
Like
Yeah,
you
'cause
said, you
there's
want to
some
display
book-
them.
Yeah, there's some books that you want to display that aren't necessarily like you don't want to send them in. It's either one the cost or two the time to do it too. So just
I
put
don't
one of
think
those.
y'all knew me before I moved, but just over a year ago, I've only been at this house for about a year, but I have shelves that go up here where I can actually put rows of slabs with some of my figures up and everything. And it was good to have these because when you put them up on a shelf next to the CGC and CBCS,
Mhm.
you don't see the side, and they just present perfectly well, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, you said
All
how
right.
long have we been doing this?
Feels like an eternity.
You mean tonight or like overall?
No. Overall, what do you think?
How many episodes are we up to, Paul?
I want to say this is like episode 28 or something.
But this, I mean,
So
we've
if
done.
you do them every other, we actually have done 29, but the first one will never be seen.
Oh, I remember
Yes,
that.
So-
That was such a good episode.
that was at the old house. I think that was at the old house.
Yeah,
We've been doing
Yep.
these episodes. I mean, I know Jesus and I have done what, at least 5 or 6, if not more. And
Oh,
if you
more than
include the
that.
one that hasn't been, has never been
more than that, I
aired.
think. Yeah,
Was Kevin in that one, or was that
Yeah.
just us? That was just us,
No.
right?
it was just us.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They weren't ready for the show at
Yeah.
that point. It's good we held
No.
back.
Oh man.
Exactly. Yeah,
Come a long
It's
way.
like
We,
the
I think we
Tonight
talked
Show.
for
All
like
the
2
old
hours.
episodes are. Yeah,
We talked
Yeah.
forever on that, and then afterwards, Paul was like, "Guys, I forgot to hit record." Or no, did you double hit the button or?
It's not recorded.
Yeah,
It was just a
it's not
backstage
recorded.
hangout, Marcus.
exactly.
It was like one of Paul's first attempts at live, and we sat there and did the
Yep.
whole thing and everything. And there were some people talking in the chat because they were just waiting on it to start. And yeah, the live button it never got hit.
December 1st, 2021 is the first one on your page, Paul.
Oh, there you go.
So we did one before
So,
that
a
though.
year and a
too.
half.
Yeah, so
we
a year
probably
and a
would have
half.
done one, one in November
Yeah,
of that year.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
Nice.
Yep.
Be a man and show that episode. We would. We
Wow.
would show the episode.
I would love
Joe,
to
yeah.
show that because I won. I won. I was the winner.
I mean, that's what
Oh,
you
hey,
say, but
Laura.
prove it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no, you did not
Prove it.
win.
I think I won.
I won that one because I started doing this number right here. The next
Oh,
episode.
that's where the belt thing came from.
Yeah.
Catching the L.
All right, I'm gonna go next. Jake, you will ask the first question.
I will ask the first question, and
Damn right
since
you
I know
asked
it's
first.
Paul, I know what type of question to ask.
Yep.
Paul, is it
Yes.
a team book? TM.
Ooh, no, it is not.
Ooh. Who's next? Me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it a Green Lantern book?
Did a green? So is the title of a Green Lantern? Is that what you're asking?
Green Lantern book or adjacent? Oh,
Green Lantern or adjacent?
this
The Green
is-
Lantern title
would
would,
say-
be how he's looking for that wording.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Green
but if
Lantern
the
is not
Green
in the title,
Lantern is
no.
a primary character, like a primary protagonist in the book, doesn't that make it a Green Lantern book?
Yeah. See, that's why I phrase it that way.
Well, it's also the name of a book. If you say, is it a Superman book versus it is a Superman title, you know, that covers like the umbrella.
Yeah,
Do you
Would you like
want
to
the
rephrase your
umbrella or do
question?
you
Doesn't have
not
that many
want the
Would you like to
umbrella?
rephrase the question, Jesus? I will allow you to rephrase the question. I will
Okay,
strike
is
from
it
the
a-
record anything that has happened.
Is it a Green Lantern title?
No.
It is not a Green Lantern title. So Green Lantern is not in the title.
Ah.
The semantics tonight, guys. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
Paul's coming with him. Paul, did you buy this book while I was with you in the shop last week?
Holy cow, this is
No, no,
Oh.
but I actually did. But I actually did buy a book while we were together that you don't know about that will appear on a future episode.
Oh, nice. You sure I don't know about it? I'm a very observant person.
Since I got it on the phone, I don't think you would have actually have. I bought it while we were together, but I didn't buy it at one of the two shops. I bought it on.
you were all,
Oh, I got you. Okay. I was saying
I thought maybe you called somebody. I was like, who buys vehicles?
he's standing in the statue section talking to him. We'll look at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put this in the bag. I'm going to give you my credit card. Over the phone. Don't let the little weird guy see it.
Okay, so hold on though, Paul. I do want to stay. If you're gonna have semantics, I can as well. What?
Absolutely.
So, this book was not bought while
semantic
you were
away.
in the. This was not purchased while you were in the presence of Mark, whether he knows about it
That
or
is-
not.
Hold on.
That
hold
is
on.
correct.
Let me add my semantics to that question because
Okay.
was Mark with you spiritually, knowing that he would like that comic book? I mean, you have to ask the question. That's
That's a fair question. What's up?
Would Mark like this comic book? I would say I feel pretty confident in saying that Mark would like this comic book.
See, there you go, Jake. You got your answer.
Obviously.
All right. Purchase.
If you're asking me, was I actually thinking of Mark when I bought it?
Can you
Yeah.
give a definitive yes or no answer on that?
What
The chat
was the question?
is
I'm
moving
sorry.
on. The chat doesn't care.
It is not modern age.
All right, Paul. Is this a golden age book?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Whoa.
Let's get down to brass
Aren't you,
tacks
always
here.
aren't you always thinking of Mark? Regardless of what Mark may think. No, I'm not.
I didn't say that.
I didn't-
Why you got to be mean to me?
My question:
Yes.
is it a DC book?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Make us golden age.
I mean, there were other publishers during the golden.
Were
Age.
there though? Were there?
Come on.
Let's get honest.
Is it an all-American comics
Oh.
title?
Oh,
Yes, it is.
yeah. See, I'm smart to never ask that question when we're in golden age territory with Paul, because then people know. All right, let me see.
Beckman wants to know if it's a first appearance. Yes, it is a first appearance.
Oh, you did not. You did not.
Whoa. We're
I'm locked in.
We're getting
I'm locked
crazy.
in.
Yeah, I'm locked in too.
I think Paul just pulled like the biggest. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, but I think you're crazy enough to do it.
Yeah.
I'm
saying-
crazy enough to do it. I'm just not rich enough to do it.
Oh,
All right, well, then I'm unlocked. It's not the first appearance of
Mm.
Alan Scott. He just confirmed that. people.
yeah.
For
It
those
is-
that were wondering.
But it's
it
a
is-
first
It is
appearance?
not number 16.
Oh.
All right, let me ask a
Yes.
question. Is this the first appearance of a villain?
No.
Okay, it's not Solomon Grundy either.
Oh man, that one's cool. I want that one.
I know, dude. That's like a bucket list book for me.
Mm.
My first Silver Age appearance just landed at CGC today.
Oh, nice.
Of Solomon Grundy?
Yeah, I
That's a
sent
cool
that.
cover too.
Yeah, I sent the first Silver Age Spectre that I got from Beckerman there in the chat. Good buddy of mine as well. I probably should pull up this key collector. And
You know, I
Wait,
would
did
actually,
we-
I would
did-
actually
was
kill
there-
for an All-American 16.
I would murder
Who?
somebody on this panel for that book.
why do you have to say on the panel? Is this a second appearance?
Is this a
Key.
second appearance? No.
All right, fine then.
It's hard, man.
Is this like when you're talking this like the multiple like fourth appearance is a key
Right,
for this
exactly.
character?
Yep.
Oh my
Did we
god!
get a definitive answer on if it was a villain first appearance?
It is
He
not
said
a first
no.
appearance.
Did we even get a?
So it's not
Is
a
it
first.
even a first appearance though?
Yes, he said that it was a first appearance.
Okay.
He did.
It is not All Star. It is All American. We determined that, Pops.
And it's not a first
Is the
appearance, or
villain?
it is.
It's not
Is
a
a
first
first
appearance of
appearance.
a villain
Oh, not a first appearance of
that
a
I'm aware
villain.
of.
Yeah, but
That's
is it
not
a
the reason
first?
why it's in Key Collector.
Is it a first appearance key?
Yes.
Okay.
So first appearance of a good guy. Ooh.
Now there's so
okay.
many.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Let me see. How can I phrase this to not give it away to the rest of you guys?
Just give it away. I think I could lock in quicker than you.
um,
I'm locked in.
Nice.
how you?
I like
What? There was no question asked. It was like, how did you lock in?
It's a first appearance and not a villain. That's all we got.
Okay. Is does the key have something to do with the Green Lantern?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Paul, is this issue
Brother John wants to know,
after
is it the first appearance of a sidekick? Sort of. No. Sorry.
Paul? Is
Go
this
ahead.
issue after issue number 70?
After issue number 70.
Yeah, so
So that would
71
be-
or beyond.
No.
Whoa. This makes it even more difficult.
And you said this has nothing to do with the Green Lantern?
That's not the reason why it's a key.
I need some clarification on that one. I think I'm going to lock in. I'm just going to lock in. And I think
Jake lock in.
Pops, because I think Pops is going to, as soon as Pop even stops to thinking, if it's not like a Green Lantern-ish, he's going to be like, oh yeah, because I'm aware of this character from Pops. So I think I'm just going to go out on a limb with this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock into like
All
that
right.
because
I pretty much won by default tonight, so we'll just throw a guess out there.
yeah, I'm gonna lock in.
Jake, you get the guess first.
I was going to guess All American Comics 26, which is Sargon the Sorcerer.
Okay. Mark?
I'm going to go a completely different direction and go with from 1939 All American Comics number 8, the first appearance of Ultraman.
Yeah, but Ultraman's a villain?
In your world,
I'm sorry.
I told you I'm going a different direction here.
You did.
Brother John says 24. And
I'm gonna
Jesus,
go
what do you
with-
say?
All
24 is not-
American Comics number 19. First appearance of the Atom, Al Pratt, not in a costume.
That's such a big boy book.
It is All American number 26.
Oh, dang it.
First appearance of Sargon the Sorcerer.
Dang it. How much did you pay him this time, Jake? But that's a nice
I
one.
paid everybody off but you, Jesus.
I know. If I'm gonna lose, at least pay me. Man, that's such a nice book. And look at it.
I don't know if I could afford that price, Jesus. That is a nice book.
That looks like a clean copy too. Where'd you find it on eBay?
Yes, actually I did. Yep.
How long have you had it, Paul?
2 months.
Man, I like the yellow on that one. The
Thank
yellow
you.
pops on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Oh,
that's
actually,
nice.
before I do
Good
that,
one. Good one.
it's not ASM 1. That's for sure.
No, it's better.
It's a golden.
Okay.
Oh,
So we're gonna actually do
Green Lantern
do
book.
our drawing now. So if you were if you follow my Instagram, you know that our theme for tonight is Eisner Award winners because the Eisners just occurred not last weekend but the weekend before, San Diego Comic Con. So you can win. This is Batman One Bad Day, The Riddler #1 by Tom King and Mitch Gerards. This won the Eisner for Best Single Issue of the Year.
Oh, nice.
Easily.
This is
Yeah, I like it.
Nightwing #99. This won the Eisner Award for Best Continuing Series, and the cover artist is Bruno Redondo. He won the Eisner for Best Cover Artist.
My man's got cakes.
hmm And then the Eisner Award for Best Limited Series was The Human Target. So this is the first and second hardcover volume. Again, this is Tom King and Greg Smallwood. So,
Phenomenal series again. Dude, Tom King
Right.
has been crushing it.
King is on fire.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
exactly. So, let me do this.
I want to win this so I can read them all again.
That One Bad Day, I just read the Clayface one. I still got to read the
I'm
Riddler
sorry.
one.
Oh, Clayface was the only other one out of the whole series I thought was like decent.
Yeah, it's
It
pretty
actually
good.
was a bad day. Like it just
So,
how
put,
like
Yeah.
one bad decision kept snowballing through the
Yeah.
whole issue.
Yeah.
put in the hashtag Eisners.
Balling through the whole issue.
There's a line that Batman says in there that was really cool. I was like, yeah, that's a pretty cool book. Pretty
Which
cool.
line?
He tells them something like, "You killed 19 people in one day, in one day." Like
Yeah,
just
when he was trying to rationalize with Batman at the end.
yeah, that was really cool.
It was crazy that they started with that Riddler one because in all sincerity, that book came out last year, right? Or earlier. That was last year. So out of last year, there was only 2 books that just absolutely stood out like miles ahead of everything else that released. I don't care what publisher. And it was that Riddler book and Mark Russell's Superman Space Age #1, just miles ahead of anything else. I'm DC biased and I'll admit that, but this isn't that. This is just those 2 books were written so uniquely and so well. It just shocked you when you read them. And I highly recommend both of those if you haven't.
So say the second one again, because I do want to.
Superman Space Age was a Black Label title. It was kind of like what was left on the cutting room floor from the potential 5G thing. How they were going to do that 5G event and they were going to start like beyond the characters that we knew. This would have been like the Superman origins, almost like the Batman Year One, but for Superman. Like we're going to set but it was retooled a little bit. Mark Russell did it. And who was it? Allred on the art, Paul? Mike Allred?
Mike Allred, yep.
Yeah, it was
It
good.
It had a kind of it also had kind of a what was the one that Darwin Cook did?
New Frontier.
Yeah, it had to be. It had that a little bit of that feeling of it too. The New Frontier,
big time. Yes.
And so you're saying like just DC books, or because Dual Powerbomb came out last year too, right?
Dual Powerbomb finished up this year, I believe, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a stand for Daniel Warren Johnson since back in Murder Falcon days, and both of these were better than that, like objectively better than that. And I think the Dual Powerbomb is easily in the short list of top 5 reads of the year it came out easily.
And Dual Powerbomb won the Eisner, but they won it for children's book.
Children's books makes no sense. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's crazy.
Yeah, if you like, I just
all right. We're gonna go ahead and we have 17 entries now.
The first time Daniel Warren Johnson ever drew Optimus Primal is in my personal collection. I had him draw that.
I'll trade you for an Aquaman 1 for that one.
Not a chance in hell.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Boom! Like, yeah.
Let's go.
Huge congrats to Evil's Comet.
Nice.
He's a big time reader and reviewer.
Yep, absolutely. That was great. So, all right. Just send me your address, and I will get this out to you as quickly as I can. But congrats, Evil. We appreciate you watching and entering. Um, so yeah. So Jake, you are now up,
I am up.
and Jesus,
But
you will ask first. You will not be disappointed in the human target. If for
The
no other
human
reason
target
than
is good.
you get to see Nort throw up on um, uh, who was it? Was it a Guardian of the Universe he threw up on his shoes?
Which one? Oh, Gnort. Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Is it a Silver Age book, Jake?
Silver Age. I gotta see
Fangoria.
Ooh, Fangoria, that's a good one.
No, it was not published during the Silver Age.
No.
Let me get a very direct question. Is this some obscure bullshit?
Is this some obscure bullshit? No, it is not.
Not obscure bullshit. Okay, got it.
That was a great question. I was going to ask that one first, but
Is it a Bronze Age?
Bronze Age. So this is from 1970 to 1985, correct?
You tell us.
I'm just clarifying the parameters of the Bronze Age.
That is. Didn't you write it down?
I did. You know what?
Did you find
had
a
a pen
pen
and everything.
Did you ever find a
wrote
You had a
pen?
pen and
I
everything.
gave you a pen, Jake. I know you have a pen.
I wrote down the parameters for all the other ages except for the Bronze Age. I figured it
Okay.
encapsulated that empty section. So I'm gonna go with no. It's not a Bronze Age key. Thanks for clarifying it for the listeners at home.
Is it a Marvel book?
Is it? How does one determine if it is a Marvel? I don't. I don't know. If no, it is not a Marvel.
What issue is that? I just saw the back cover of it with the back cover.
Oh,
Yeah, the back cover. What issue is that?
This is Erie number 81 from 1977.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that cover. But
That's
no,
that's what was advertised on the back of that Erie
Yep, that
81.
that was advertised on the back.
You're saying it's a poster.
That's an ad
giant
for the
new King Kong poster. Kong on top of the Twin Towers. Oh, that really works out.
Yeah, that's the actual movie cover for the remake with Jeff Bridges and Linda Hamilton.
Nice.
Nice.
I've got I have Pops' old record. Like I still have King Kong's my all-time favorite movie, and I've never seen that before. So I just wrote it down. So I'm about to hunt it.
I was gonna say
you're holding. I want that book you're holding now.
Oh, the front is a take on the King Kong cover. They just have a giant naked woman.
Not as cool as the actual ad on the back. Let me tell you a secret. Right? That gorilla on the back, it's naked too. It's naked too. That's all I'm saying.
He's not wearing a jumpsuit.
And in the sequel, King Kong Lives, there's a Mama Kong.
Naked too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely
I've not
naked.
seen that one. I'm definitely naked.
Whose question is it?
Wait, yeah, I'm lost.
I just asked the Marvel question. He said no.
He
I
asked
guess
if it was Marvel.
Yeah,
I said no.
Okay.
Right. And then you started talking about naked animals. So it's your turn.
Yeah.
It's even weirder if you talk about them with clothes on. Let's just be honest. All right, Jake, is there an animal on the cover?
And is it naked?
I can at least say there's no naked animal. But it depends on your definition of animal. Like, is like mammal? Does that count?
I think all animal, just animal. I want you to
Anything?
answer.
Do you want anything non-human?
Let's go with that one.
Okay, just clarification. There
But
is.
it has to earth based though.
Fuck, now that's a horse of a different color.
It is, but it's not a ghost horse of a different color.
That's true.
That
makes a lot of sense.
Horse? There's a horse on the cover?
No ghosts, no horses, and no ghost horses, from what I understand.
I can assure you that none of those things.
Or a painting of a scorpion on a block.
Yeah, there's no insects either. No animals and or insects or ghosts.
Yes, William. Jessica played Dawn.
Is it? Would you bring a DC? Is it a DC book? I can't imagine you would bring a DC, but I'm gonna ask.
So this is a hard room to bring DC books into because there are some certified brains in this room when it comes to DC books, and it just makes the book guessed way easier, right? I like when you guys have to ask more questions, but I have to answer this honestly. Yes, it is a DC key.
Whoa, he's challenging.
He tried a little swerve. He didn't think we would even ask it.
Yeah. Took you guys a while, though.
It's because we were sitting here talking about animals.
Well, yeah. Actually, guys, the book is Eerie, number 80.
So, is it a modern book?
See, when I went to buy the book, they didn't have any modern DC keys that I was interested in, so I just couldn't pull the trigger on that. So no, it is not a modern.
So
I thought we established it was. We didn't establish age. Okay, nope. So it's copper DC. Is this an ongoing title?
This is clarification.
You want not an annual special event miniseries. It was originally sold as an ongoing title, despite
it is not an ongoing title.
It's not an ongoing title.
Yeah, it does not fall into the category of an ongoing title.
Okay. Ooh.
What I miss?
It is not an ongoing title.
Okay.
And it's got to be
copper. What's copper again?
That's going to be from 1986 to 1991.
Just to be clear, we have not ruled out gold or copper ages.
Yeah, correct. It's copper age. Got it.
Who's the question?
Looks like Evil asked, villain first appearance. No.
No to both or no to one?
It is not a villain first appearance.
Okay.
There is of course a villain in the book.
Oh,
the villain is in it.
All right. Is this an annual? They come out once a year.
I'm aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
To my knowledge, this was not published as an annual.
Well, it would during that era. It'd be right across the top.
Then the answer is a straightforward no.
Yeah. Like they definitely would say it in that era, right? Like, like right across the top. So it's a limited. Apply some filters.
It's a limited copper age DC. Is that what we've determined?
That's what I've determined.
We have not determined whether it was copper age or not.
Okay, is it a copper age?
Damn sure wasn't a limited golden age book.
For real.
Paul, did you ask a question? Mark was talking over.
Well,
Don't give him the satisfaction, Paul.
This is actually pretty cool. It's a feature on
Alien.
the Alien.
Are those
Wow.
alien animals or alien people?
No, Alien. The movie.
Are they naked?
No, it's Alien. Ridley Scott.
Is this a so we determined it wasn't the first appearance of a villain. Is there a death in this particular issue?
That is a. I would say there is death.
Is that
this
one of the
issue.
key factors listed on?
That
Key
is not a
Collector?
key factor in the
Okay.
book.
Okay.
I got one. Did Mike Grail write and illustrate this title?
Getting all heady on me with these questions and names.
That's not petty at all.
No.
Okay, it's not the Longbow Hunter then.
That was such a good series, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Mike,
a bat-
hey, are you guys ever planning on coming to Heroes Con?
Where's Heroes Con?
Where is
North Carolina Father's Day weekend?
Huh.
Like there was
Okay.
like over 40 like people from like the online YouTube community and stuff there that we all like converged on it this past year. It was absolutely amazing. Mike Grell's always there. That's what made me kind of think of it.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to go around to different cons.
Or you could just go to Heroes and you'd be like, this is the only one I need.
We're going. Oh no, I can't say that, can we, Jake? Sorry, Jake. Don't shoot me. Just for saying we might go somewhere. Sorry.
We haven't announced anything, Jesus. Is it a war comic? No.
Is the title of this non-ongoing series Legends?
Legends.
Why? Legends. Why?
No, it is not.
Answer Evil's Comics.
Watchmen? That's not even a question. That's just a word.
He's just telling us to do something. That's a
Right.
command.
Yeah, he's saying
Watch, man.
You better watch, man.
When he typed it, he was typing it like Watchmen.
He's like, watch, man, watch.
Oh, I am wearing a watch. That's true.
And that's a yes. He is a watchman.
I am a watchman. However, it is not a Watchmen title. I think I already brought on the first issue of Watchmen, didn't I?
I think so. Yeah.
I believe I did once.
Is it a Bat book? Bat family book?
Is it a Bat family book? I will reluctantly say yes.
Gross.
Because bats are involved.
Bats are involved.
I'm locked in.
Was it written by Frank Miller?
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
I think we all just landed on that at the same time when you said Batman.
Yeah, that's an easy way to go for the 80s. I'm just going to burst all your bubbles now and say no.
Oh, unlocking.
Mr. Frank. How can you unlock a lock?
Is there a picture of a sewer cover, a manhole cover on the cover of this book?
Good God.
Shouldn't be a difficult question.
No.
Okay, it's not that one either. No.
Did we ask if it was a team book yet? TM?
Well, it's a bat title. Oh, Outsiders.
That was an ongoing.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Now I'm under this limited series tab. Let's see. Is this a crossover title?
It is not a crossover of any kind.
It's a bat title. It is not.
Okay. Is it a prelude to a bat title, to a big Batman event?
It is not.
So it's
Did
not
Alan
that.
Moore? Did Alan Moore write it?
Now we're getting to the custard. Yes, Alan
Locked
Moore
in.
did write
Oh,
this.
okay. I'm locked in.
Well, let's go.
Who locked in first? The Jesus, the person
I
who
think
locked
the, I
in,
think the Jesus
unlocked,
did.
and
Yeah.
then locked in. I don't know. There's an asterisk to that. What are you calling out?
That I'm the champion. Killing Joke number 1. Alan
Okay.
Moore, 1988.
Do we have any other
I'm gonna
guesses?
go with Killing Joke number 2. Like there was a number
Ooh.
2.
I'm gonna go with Killing Joke number 1, the 7th print.
Exactly. The one.
that
The
would
one
be
with the
good.
the one with the purple printing on the front.
Yeah.
I want the yellow
which was the
printing on the front.
which was a rare one? Like, isn't it like number 3 or something? That's super rare.
Oh,
There's legit 7 prints, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, and they use 7 different color inks on the printing, right?
Mhm. Let me see.
All right. Are we
Which
ready for
print
the
do you have?
reveal?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. This is my copy of The Killing Joke number 1. This is a first printing.
Nice.
Pretty nice copy of it. There's a little ding down here. But yeah, raised green lettering. That was one of the things I hadn't really much considered. Like, how do you determine whether it's a first? But as you said, the different prints are actually interesting to look into on this book.
Right.
Because while I'm happy this is a first printing, there are some I can't remember, like you said, Jesus, it might have been the 3rd.
It's the 9th printing. That's the rarest
9.
one.
Wow.
9th is is the rarest.
Yeah, and it has there's crimson text on it, and it's the
So
rarest
the
one.
trade dress is red.
The just the letters.
There
Yeah.
have been there have been
Yeah.
14 different printings.
14.
Holy crap.
Good.
Is that like that's like talking about like all through the years, or just like the actual like? What year did the 9th print come out?
88. December of 88.
So that's all like right there. Like they just kept selling it.
Cyan. Is that cyan
Oh.
again?
I
think I think there's some sort of rule that DC has that says that they have to keep any Alan Moore thing in print.
Mm-hmm. They do
not it. Yeah, not it reverts back to him or something. I don't know.
But seriously, they got to the 9th print run on that a less than a year after it was printed.
That's
Yeah.
good word of mouth.
I mean, that's I don't know what the prints were like how many, maybe they weren't doing
Well, they were
numbers
thick
on them.
square bound, so I wonder if they just didn't do as many initially. And back then you didn't have digital and all the resources like we have now, so they just had to just keep printing more as the demand was there. What's going on, Glenn?
Nice. Yeah, so I was actually pretty happy to get that book. And I honestly, that was the first book I just got after moving. I hadn't bought in a while just because I had nowhere to put it. And so now that I got a new room, I celebrated by getting that book. I'll probably get more. But
besides the different color printing, the other thing is
cost on the back.
There is on the latest printings. He says one word on the cover: smile. The earliest printings do not have an exclamation point after the word smile.
Oh wow!
The later printings do.
There is no. You can't. There you go. I don't know. Can you see that? Yeah.
That's really cool. Now I kind of want to go look into chasing down all
the printings. Right?
I only have the first print.
I knew. I figured everybody on this panel probably already has the book. I just and I own the book, but I've got a hardbound cover that I like to actually read. But I never.
You don't get to watch the movie?
No. What the?
It's so bad.
Mark, go to hell.
It was so bad. I am on a scholarship. I'll see you there.
Watch the movie. That's disappointing. That was almost more disappointing than Secret Invasion, but I made it to the end of The Killing.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah, Killing Joke wasn't that bad.
It was not great,
But it wasn't that
especially
bad.
compared to other DC animation. It was not on par.
That's just a tough story to adapt, and they just really all they did was that unnecessary swerve with Batgirl that made no sense. Other than that, it was pretty.
But I
pretty
think if you're gonna do it, just go hard for it, right? Like just go all
I
ham.
100% agree. If you look at the stuff that they really miss on it's when they try to swerve from like the true adaptation. Batman Hush, they miss with trying to swerve. Don't try to make it where like if you read the book, you'll still be surprised by this. No, I don't want to be. I just want to watch the book. Like look when they did the Dark Knight Returns in 2 parts, flawless. That was amazing. Just compressed for time, but they didn't change nothing.
Yep, I agree.
Agreed.
I agree. Just so if everybody's doing the tallies, Jesus, you got 1. Mark,
I
you
won.
got 1.
I won. Thank you, Jake.
And
I won.
Jake got 2 of the 4 books. Paul, consolation prize for
having the book you brought.
Exactly. Yeah. since I didn't get any of them right tonight, they keep taking away my internet.
Yeah, Death of Superman was really good too. They pretty much just played it out with the New 52 swerve to it. That was smart. They did the whole Reign of Superman thing. Like that was really cool.
Yeah. Oh, DC's animation usually nails it. More often than not.
Like not recently, unfortunately. This whole they don't know what they don't know what to do post the New 52 universe that they had. This tomorrow verse is what they're calling the current ones. They're already pulling the cork on it, I think, because we just watched War World and it was less than great as a lot of them have been. The animation that they're doing, like that matches through all the connected films, isn't really hitting for a lot of people. And the big kicker, the War World, is Harbinger comes out of nowhere and pulls this trinity that was grouped together on War World, not even from the same Earth, because a crisis is coming. So they're doing a Crisis on Infinite Earths, which I'm assuming is just going to kill this animated universe and take us into DCU connected time era.
Yeah.
Really, I want to see Creature Commandos. That's when we'll see what the DC animation stuff moving forward will look like.
I want to see Deceased, honestly. I want to see.
Oh, hell yeah. Can you imagine if they could get to the final volume of it where Alfred goes full Spectre?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Actually, they got to go hardcore, right? It's got to be rated R. It's got to be like just they got to go all out on it to do it right.
Dude, I teared up. I cheered. Like I went through all the ranges of emotions during War of the Undead Gods, like legit.
I'd like to see it. I would.
Speaking of films, before we close here, I did want to actually, Jake, you, many people may not know this, but besides being co-host of a popular podcast and a father and working full time and knowing relatively little about DC, you also are you also are an award-winning filmmaker.
That's a generous way to put it, and I really appreciate that.
I didn't know there was an award ceremony for snuff films.
Hey, if you do a good enough job, they give you awards for it.
So talk to us about Second Words.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So recently a YouTube channel called Crafty, which sort of tailors their they do short films and they tailor their selection. They found a short film that I had made. I actually had made the film about 5 or 6 years ago. It's been a little bit. Oh yeah, there it is. That's the title. You can find the film up on Crafty. It actually stars John Beasley, the most recently late John Beasley. He's known for he's been in The Purge. He was in Walking Tall. He played The Rock's dad in Walking Tall. He was in season 2 of The Mandalorian, I think. I can't remember what season he was in. He was in a few. He's been in a bunch of stuff that people probably will recognize him from. He's actually local to me. He lived in Omaha most of his life in Nebraska. So I worked with him on this script that I co-wrote with a friend of mine. And it was just kind of I guess I would just call it a labor of love. I did it for fun, right? It sounds weird, kind of like the way you do a podcast. We just shot it, and I sent it to lots of film festivals. We got lots of recognition for it, which I always am surprised by and appreciate. And then most recently, and I don't know, it was last month or a couple months ago, it was picked up by Crafty, which was nice because it got this whole new life, and I got lots of messages and people discovering it for the first time. And I think it got like 10,000 views. It got a ton of views
Mhm.
on it. Um,
I'm definitely
anyway,
going to pirate it. That sounds like a good watch.
you can have it. It's also not long. I can't remember anymore. I think it's like 12 minutes. It's not a terribly long movie. It was made to be short. So anyway, Paul, I really appreciate you bringing it up. There's you can watch it if you want. Like I don't actually get anything out of it outside of that was why I made it. I just made it because I was trying to, put something out there that I enjoyed some art.
Where do
and that
people
was it.
find it? All sincerity.
Uh,
If you search on second words crafty film within YouTube, that's the way I found it.
Jake,
But
what do you
Jake may
have
have another
coming up?
way.
Is it 10 minutes? Is that about right?
10 minutes 15 seconds. Yes, that's the one.
I'm making sure I got the right. I'm about to put it in the chat.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, that would be
Oh,
great. Thank
nice.
you.
Jake,
That way, everyone in the chat can
It's
hit
at
it.
12,000 views.
nice. What do you have coming up for your short film or short films in the future, Jake? We all
You're
want to
an
know.
ass. You are. I currently do not have anything planned. This was the last film that I made. I have made several. There are other films, none of which I don't necessarily compare to this one. And I just don't have the time or the money. Honestly, this film was way too expensive for me to make, and my wife is still reminding me of how much it cost to do.
I guess
So
that's why
nothing.
you brought a killing joke and Paul brought what he brought.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, I got a
Nothing
brand
yet.
new house, a new room. I awarded myself this raw
Yes.
copy
But
of this.
There
it
will
is
be others. There will be others.
it is
I
a
brought it at
really
$20.
it's a really good film. Besides being well made, it is a very well written film. There is also on besides that, you can also see like a 45-minute interview with Jake by the guy from Crafty that talks about the making of the film and everything. Because I know it has some meaning for you, Jake, like with your grandmother and everything too. There's some personal things that go with it as well. So
Yeah, that was part of why I wanted to make it, right? There was a lot of personal feelings, emotions I was dealing with at that time, and I was like, I just want to make something. And I knew how. I had been making films. So I just decided to work with a friend of mine who writes professionally, and he still does. Well, not right now; he's on strike. But
He
but
doesn't
yes,
work for
we
Disney,
wrote.
does he?
No, Netflix.
Okay, he's cool with me
So
then.
yeah, no, he doesn't. He's not in that room. So
That's a
yeah.
bold
Anyway,
move for
thanks,
Disney
Paul.
writers to strike.
yeah.
Bold
They're
move
gonna meet with
or a
the
strategy to get out of that hellhole.
they're gonna move
Yeah,
they're gonna
exactly.
talk to the studios on Friday. They're gonna actually talk for the first time.
Yes, I did hear about that. Actually, they're gonna
Yeah, there
they're
you go,
gonna
Oh
Mark.
yeah,
join.
yeah, yeah. They're coming back
If
to the
you
table.
go over there, watch that video, and leave the comment, guess that key, so Jake knows how you found it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
that'd be great. Hopefully, you
So.
enjoy it. If you don't comment.
You will enjoy it. It was really good. So I really enjoyed it. So
Oh, thanks, Paul.
you're welcome. No, thank you, and thank everybody in the chat. That's going to be it for this particular episode. Again, thanks to Jake and Jesus. It's such a great time whenever you guys are able to come on. Hopefully, it'll be soon again. Mark, as always, thank you. Can't thank you enough for you always coming on as well. The chat. Thank you. We will be back in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we have Dale of Suspense, and we have Scotty Vaughn, S Vaughn 82, will be on.
Nice.
Nice,
So
nice.
those are two people
Sounds like a
coming
good
up
lineup.
in 2 weeks. So, but that's going to be it. Again, thank you. And you are now leaving Sector 2815.
See you all soon.